Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Nike Ja 3s, giving my honest opinion on how I think they look, how they perform, and just how good of an overall shoe they are. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, so we're going to start by checking out the overall look of the shoes. Alright guys, so here's what the shoes look like. I'm just going to point out some of my favorite designs on these, and then we'll move on to the performance. So one thing that I obviously really like is the Nike swoosh, and how that's tilted to look like a J. And then this colorway doesn't show it the best, but there's actually an A that's formed with a bunch of the mini Ja logos here. This, as I said, this colorway doesn't show it very well, but other colorways show it a lot better. I'll show one here and one here. So as you can see, the Nike swoosh and that pattern there forms a Ja, which I think is really cool. Another thing I like about these shoes design is how the outsole's pattern is just a bunch of mini Ja logos. This is just like super unique, and like I don't think I've ever seen it on a shoe before. So I just think that's super cool and super creative by Nike. Another thing I like about these shoes is on the bottom, there's also a 1 and a 2, which obviously together make 12, which is obviously Ja Morant's number. So that's just another cool Easter egg on these shoes. And then same as the outsole, all over the shoe, there's just a bunch of mini Ja logos with this like kind of, I don't know what type of material this is, but it's like a gritty plastic all over the shoe. Bunch of little mini Ja logos. And the outsole actually kind of wraps around all over the shoe. And then the grid on the top of the shoe just continues with the outsole, which is just super cool. It ties the whole design together super well in my opinion. But yeah, other than that, I don't really know what else I want to say about the design, so let's move on to the performance of them.
Hey boys, it's time to test out the traction. Let's see how good it is.
Alrighty, so as you can see, the traction on these shoes is pretty good. I'm stopping pretty quickly. There is a tad bit of sliding going on, but it honestly isn't bad. I'd rate the traction an 8 out of 10. Okay, so now I'm going to test the overall comfortability of the shoes. I'm just going to do a dribbling workout. You know, just do basketball moves that I'd be doing in a real game, or when I'm playing basketball, just see how they feel. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, so for me personally, these shoes were actually really comfortable. They have pretty good cushioning, and because there's a Zoom X unit in it, that absorbs a lot of the contact when going side to side. Okay, so overall these shoes look really sweet, their traction is pretty good, and they're really comfortable. So I'd give these a solid rating of 8.5 out of 10. That's the end of today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!